Okay, we've completed chapter 2.
What is this? Where am I?
She's walking by herself.
Am I dreaming again?
Can only move the head.
This is different. It isn't
that?
my recurring dream.
Is that the sea creature that guy talked about?
I can't stop walking. My legs aren't responding.
What's he holding? Is that his weapon?
Holy Moses, what is that creature on the horizon?
He's huge. Whatever he is.
Wait a moment. No!
Okay, we fell down. So I can swim.
I can
And fast.
breathe. Underwater.
Did she grow gills?
I have to get back. I have to find...
What is
that? What kind of creature is this?
We're supposed to go towards it.
Get a closer look.
Are you sure? Look at her hands.
What happened? Oh, how did I get to this beach? Oh, I have a terrible headache.
The Vanishing of the Lady Shannon, chapter 3. So, this is the ship. Is that a creature? There's 2 of them. 3. They're much smaller than the giant one we saw earlier. Anyway, let's continue. See where this takes us.
That ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it?
Okay, so we can't touch this thing. It's broken to pieces. Another one. We can go inside the ship. Let's go inside the ship and see.
My God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size. Dead as a doornail.
Okay. Probably solve it later. Nothing here. Go up. I missed it. There we go. Let's climb up.
This place gives me the creeps.
Well, in reality, I wouldn't go inside.
I can't see any trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains. That voice. Is that Harry?
The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded
No.
on this island.
Just a recording.
Please send help immediately.
It's just a recording. Let's see what's written down. Okay, can't touch those.
Distress call from the Everhart expedition.
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Its crew.
Everything on this rotten island has something to do with that damn black ooze in one way or another.
But we're stranded.
Even Dr. DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to his getting exposed to that awful liquid. Okay, nothing behind it. See more.
The black ooze's properties are perplexing.
The Lady Shannon has run aground.
Black ooze test. Changes consistency.
Unaccounted
levitates when exposed to different vibration frequencies.
But we're stranded on this island.
Okay, it is levitating.
Please send help immediately.
That's probably another puzzle.
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
Distress call from
Okay, let's read the log. November 7th, 1934. I woke up in the dead of the night on a black beach, but I can't remember how I got here. I've just got to fuzzy memories, like a dream. An enormous shipwreck cast its shadow over the black sand on this beach. It looked like lights are shining through the cracks in its hull.
the Everhart expedition. 74
Okay, let's read this.
miles east of Tahiti. The
Maybe the
Lady
legend
Shannon
is more real than it seems.
On the island of Ponap, there is a city called Nan Madol that's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it, the city was built with floating stones moved by black magic.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The
What were
Lady
you
Shannon
looking
has
for in the
run
heart of the
aground.
island?
Its crew
I was thinking this expedition has failed and was worried about how we'd get back home. But then I found those stairs that led me to the giant stone organ. It might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call.
74 nautical miles east of Tahiti.
Okay, I've turned it off and on again.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition.
Frank is certainly a resourceful man.
Miles east of Tahiti.
I've wired up your message to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhart. It'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us.
But we're stranded on this island.
Okay, what's this?
Send help immediately.
This is the captain's last entry.
This is a distress call from
July 14th, 1934. 10:25 a.m. Good weather and clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent shook the ship. I haven't seen the sea that rough in years. 17:25 p.m. First mate swears he saw a huge sea creature near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
4 nautical miles.
June 30th, 1934. 8:25 a.m. We delivered the 6 members of the Everhart expedition to the island without incident. We'll come back to pick them up again in 3 weeks. If there is anything left to pick up by then. 12:40 p.m. Left the island after lunch. No incidents. June 31st, 1934. 6 a.m. The area nearby seems adequate for whaling. We might get good catch.
Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
We're stranded on this island.
Pacific Ocean, Tahiti, Wales. I don't say much. Nothing here.
Is a distress call from the
Turn this off. It's bothering me. Come back to this puzzle. Once we have more stuff. Okay, we can't go this way. Let's go this way.
No power. I'll try again. Nope, wrong.
Okay.
This isn't right.
No.
Oh, green. Now, what exactly did I turn on?
Let's find out. Follow the wire. Goes here. Follow the wire. Okay. Second wire goes down. Let's climb the stairs. Go down the ladder.
Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
It's possibly what caused your illness. Let's go find out. So the wire goes here. Let's turn it on.
At last, some light. That should make things easier. Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
Let's find out what's in here. Dark room. You're developing photos.
So, is this recording?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
Get off me, you lunatic!
Hold him! Hold him for Christ's sake! Call De Aroa, quick!
Okay, apparently the doctor stabbed someone. Or was about to.
I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Okay. There's nothing to read. Three of them here.
Oh my.
Robert Sweden and her wife found dead at high seas. Her wife? Okay, they mistranslated it here. It's actually his wife.
Goodness me, what a collection of happy news.
Strange incident in Massachusetts. The Gardner family vanishes from their Arkham farm. Cults and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond Legrasse. Ward and Blake News Agency. Illuminati.
Photographic film. Someone here had a green thumb. A portable typewriter. A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories.
Okay. This is what used to pass as comic book in 1930s.
Never heard of this Eric Zan fella.
A record. Why do you take a record on an expedition? Okay, there's nothing else to touch here. Photos.
What happened on this ship?
Nothing.
He's repairing my old music box. Attack? What attack?
Frank trying to repair Harry's music box just before the attack. Let's go find out which attack. Close tents. This takes you somewhere.
These two fellas seem to get along pretty well.
Frank and Tia Hora singing while working in the workshop.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
Frank, I understand what you are saying, but we can't leave Harry here alone. I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in a scoop, but what would you do if it were your wife who was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. Okay, let's access it.
Looks like Frank wanted to leave, but I don't know if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Ward, our lives are in grave danger on this island. Look what happened to Dr. DeWitt. The man is going completely bananas. I really think we should get off this island as soon as possible. Mr. Everhart was determined to leave until he found that organ thing. Do I have your support to try to convince him? Frank.
These medical tools are hair-raising. The doctor was certainly well supplied with all kinds of substances. Oh dear, this doc was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the stones danced with my song. My song Mijan Livia Lidij. Everything is tuned in this place. There's a treasure in Shat. And there's just gibberish. Whatever he was trying to say. No.
A white fedora. It's really dirty.
Yeah, it's no longer white. Nothing on the floor.
A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze. Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time.
Okay, I think we're done with this side. What's this? Okay, it lit up that area. Go to it later.
Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah.
It's useless. Probably that's where they kept all their rations and food. Okay, let's go to that lit up area. More crockeries. More tents. Stairs. We'll get to you. Okay. Parts of the ship. There's nothing here. Tide levels measurements. Harry Everhart. Let's play it.
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
He probably did. Okay. What's that supposed to mean? The rest are empty. Let's take it back. That's the first slide.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
Okay, she didn't write anything in her journal.
What kind of doodad is this? It's well tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal. Wow, look at the size of these stones.
South Pacific Expeditions. Megalithic basalt stones.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
Okay, she wrote something in her journal. Okay. What does this mean? Let's look at the slides again. What's this? Okay, you turn it on and off from here.
You always did have a good ear, Harry.
I've been studying the structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change consistently with the tides.
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
Section C, basalt structure. Huge stone pipe organ. Waves push air through carved stone tubes. Okay.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks
Okay.
like the prototype of something.
That son of a DeWitt stabbed Frank. Luckily it was just a flesh wound. It's a good thing they hadn't held me back, or I would have plugged that nutcase like the rabid dog that... Jesus, what am I saying?
I've never seen Harry so angry.
Okay, let's look at that again. Okay. Can I touch this? Let's see. So from empty to full, the 4 is a 3, 4 to 1, 4 to 4, 4 to 1, 4 to 2, and then empty. This is a 4. She wrote something. 349 hertz. Okay. Okay. Gonna test them all, see what she writes in the journal. Okay, so she wrote all the frequencies. Is that what was in the ship? Let's go back to the ship and try to solve that puzzle. Okay, so we're back at the ship. And let's see this. Okay, so they levitate at different heights. Okay. Okay. I think this is how you solve it. Okay. I'm doing something wrong. So now in the middle raises the first two. all down. And then we take these two up. Okay, they're all the same level now. So they should be 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Done.
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
Okay, so 262, 349, and 415. So that's 1, 4, and the open elevator doors sign. Okay, now that we are back here, let's press the buttons. So 262, first one, then the 4, then open elevator. No, wrong one. This one, this one. Okay, so I found this area as I was leaving the ship.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
Okay, it's a piece of cloth. Nothing here.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
Is that supposed to be in something? It's like a kitchen.
The expedition only has 5 members now.
Nothing there. Let's go up the stairs. See what's there. Going up. There is this way and there is this way.
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around.
A mural.
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
Is that the key-shaped object we saw earlier? Okay, going the other way.
Sometimes I still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
Okay, so up the stairs takes you nowhere. I feel like there's a door here. It's too dark to see. Okay, there's nothing up the stairs. Only that mural. Let's go down. Go down the path that was not lit up. This one. Oh, more tents.
Some kind of improvised workshop.
Picture.
This must be the highest part of the island. And that diamond shape again. How striking.
Okay.
You made it work, Harry. Now it's my turn.
Good morning, crew. Sorry for the reveal this morning. I didn't expect to wake all of you up with the noise from that awful organ. The good news is that the organ revealed the entrance to a temple. The bad news is that the temple is on the mountaintop, so I hope you're in the mood for a good hike. All joking aside, if the temple has the answer that I'm looking for, we can finally leave this damn island and go home. Thank you all for sticking with me. Harry. Okay. There's nothing more. What's this?
So
Frank.
this is the reason the ship was scavenged.
Frank, if we want to enter the temple on the mountaintop, we'll have to reproduce the effects of the organ somehow. I know we weren't planning on this, but we'll have to build a machine with whatever we can lay our hands on from the Lady Shannon. Do you think we can do that, Harry?
What kind of machine were you building?
A blowtorch.
Looks like it's been used a lot. Harry isn't usually very chummy, but he really seems to like Frank.
Frank, great idea. We'll move the materials we need to the summit so we can set up camp there. Just another thing. Please stop calling me Mr. Everhart. Call me Harry, as all my friends do. Harry. Okay. These lights are turned off. There is a cable going here and it's buried. And the cable goes up the mountain and there's nothing here. Up this.
When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense.
Okay. There's something here I can touch. No.
A huge stone door looks like an exit. How does it open?
If it's an exit, then it doesn't open from this side. Okay.
This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either. This feels ominous.
Okay. Okay, I think that's what they were talking about. Let's bring up the journal. So 262 349 415. 262 is number 1. Okay, I can't touch it. Can't touch any of it. Look at this.
Must
Open.
be instructions to operate this bizarre structure.
Open, close. Tuning the organ by opening and closing the right tubes. Okay. Let's see. So close it. That's correct. This one also closed. Number 2 is also closed. Elevator door is open. This is 415. Need now 349 and 262, which is number 1 and number 4. Is open. We need number 1 now. It doesn't go down. Still start somewhere. We start here. No.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
Okay. Where's the number 1? Number 3. Okay, I missed this one. There we go. So now we've opened it. Let's press the button. Okay, let's try it again. Open from this side. Let's see if this does anything. Nothing. We're supposed to close these ones and open the rest. Try that. See if it works. Nothing. Okay. A lot of backtracking is required now.
I'm quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
Okay, now we're back here. So the tide is at number 1. Go back.
I think this is the right one.
So it's this one. We wrote it in the journal. Now we can go. Okay, we're back. So let's see what we need. We need a number 1, number 4, and the open elevator. So number 1 is the up and down. Number 4 is number 1. And the open elevator is number 2. So we need this, number 1, up and down, and number 2. It's already open. It's closed. It's good. Let's go down here. No. This, close this. Anything down? Yep. Let's go check if we got it right. One, two, and up and down. 1, 2, up and down. Fully open now. Nothing's happening. Try this again. Nothing. Close it completely. And now let's try. Where does this go? Okay, another elevator. Box.
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
My poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
Okay, now which button to press? I don't seem to have the hint for this one.
Let's see what the next one does.
Okay, that's weird. Last one. That is super weird.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
Okay, the door's open. Let's go through. I think we're done with chapter 3. Yes, we are.